Hey guys, welcome back. Abba again. Today we're having a look at the Tatum 3s. Now starting with the uppers, we have this flexible textile upper, which has a lot of different patterns, different materials, but in terms of actual breathability, the only two spots of breathability are the two stitchings that run down the forefoot. Other than that, there was no light escaping from the shoe. So this shoe, does have some breathability issues, but in terms of containment, really good because it keeps the foot nice and stable. But I had no issues with locking down the foot in the upper, especially when you really crank down those laces. Now moving on to the cushioning and midsole, we've got a Zoom turbo unit in the forefoot, and right throughout we've got Cushlon 3.0 foam. Now this is very comfortable underneath the foot, but the only issue I had with the midsole was this caging that they put on the medial side. Now every time the forefoot flexes, there is a pinch point right here. And to me, I found it very irritating, especially if you're not wearing thicker socks. Every time you bend this shoe, you're gonna feel that irritating spot. And to me, it just was a deal breaker. So keep that in mind when you're buying these. If you don't have an orthotic in there, or if you don't have those socks, this might get really annoying. Now moving on to the traction, we've got a translucent rubber in the forefoot and rear foot. In the rear foot, it actually cages right over the midsole, which is quite nice, especially in the lateral aspect where most shoes tend to wear out. It's nice to have this durable rubber. Now the middle of the outer sole is this dyed rubber, which is a bit less durable, but you won't get as much contact as you will in the forefoot and the rear foot, so it's not too big of an issue. The bite on an indoor court is quite good. Outdoor court, probably not suitable, but in terms of durability, it's probably not the most durable shoe, but you should get good wear on an indoor surface. Now for the rear foot and the fit of the shoe, there's not a lot of cushioning in the rear foot here, but there is an internal heel counter. Now it's quite a strong heel counter, so it will keep the foot nice and solid at the back there, and containment is really good. But in terms of heel slippage, you might get a little bit of heel slippage, so you really do need to crank down on these laces just so everything tucks in nicely. Other than that, the shoe for me fit true to size. I think these are a size 11, so true to size should be okay. If you're a wide or extra wide, going up half a size to a size is fine. Now, overall with the Tatum 3s, I did find these quite comfortable, especially with that Cushlon 3.0. The uppers, although there's very little breathability, they do contain the feet quite nicely. Now, the other thing to consider is that pinch point on the side. Some of you, it might be irritating, others might have that thick sock and the medial flange on the orthotic, so that might not be the biggest issue, but for me personally, it was a mismatch. Now, these do sit at about $180, so at that price range, I do feel like there's other shoes that provide a little bit more value than these, but for some of you, you might actually enjoy playing in these. So if you're interested in some similar videos to this, check out this video up above. Stay subscribed so you don't miss out on any of our other videos, and I'll see you guys in the next video.